And welcome back to another video. Greetings, everyone. Another video of a Singleton.
Match two of the July monthly of the 7-point Singleton format of old school. God. Timetwister.
So today I believe we have
Peter and Max.
Yeah, I believe
and
so.
I think they're playing the same deck. It's like a mirror match. So
we'll see what happens here. I mean, yeah.
So more red too, right?
More red. I gotta be honest, I really like this.
Yes.
Like, there's so many cool cards, classics, iconic.
Picture laid out well.
Good awesome deck pick. Thumbs up. Good job. I mean,
well, whoever this is, I'm not sure. We don't know whose this is, but I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess by Peter.
I'm gonna guess Peter because of the background. I think.
Yeah, because he's a carpenter, so I think he has that all. And like, I mean, just Shivan, library,
which we've already seen. As a side note, just to say, like, we've already seen Shivan, how powerful it is in the first match. I mean, go watch the first match if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, exactly. Rock Hydra, Orcish Artillery, Mirror Universe, Island of Whack Whack,
even Sword of the Ages. Even Sword of the Ages, right?
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I mean, so many cool cards.
Sword of the Ages is like enters tapped, and you sacrifice any number of creatures, I believe. Yeah, it's just your creatures, but any number, and then you deal their combined power.
I believe so.
To any target.
Power Surge.
Yeah, Power Surge is nice.
Falling Star, Pyrotechnics.
So Mana Flare is interesting in the mirror? Or
yeah, I mean, there's no sideboarding, so you're just like, I mean, he's got the Rock Hydras, he's got the Dragon Whelp, he's got the Granite Gargoyle, he's got the Shivan Dragon to pump. Yeah. He's got the Candelabra, so then just on top of that,
I guess then they're
just really...
They must be playing the same exact deck, right?
Yeah, it's a mirror match, so I mean,
I see, like, even Gauntlet of Might kind of is good when you're the mono red guy, but in the mirror, maybe it becomes interesting.
It's going to be an interesting, I think it's going to be top deck mode, just...
Yeah. I wonder how much this matchup comes down to Mirror Universe.
Yeah, that, or even like Ivory Tower. If you're just holding cards in your hand and the other person doesn't have it, even with the burn spells, you might pull ahead a little bit.
I might be inclined to feed an Ivory Tower or an Icy Manipulator into a Shatter, so I could hold my Mirror Universe for a clutch moment. Take a backseat on the burn plan, let them burn me, think they have the lead.
Yeah.
Feed them artifacts that they feel threatened by, like Ivory Tower, and then in the last minute you have your...
Yeah, you play either the Gem Dayton or the Icy, bait them with that, and then just come with the Mirror Universe.
The Mirror Universe could be important here. So you also, like, sort of Chosen has a nice little combo with Ruck Egg.
Yeah.
I don't see Earthquake again. Am I missing it, or is it not here?
Earthquake... I don't see it.
Yeah. Fissure is what again? Do you know what Fissure is?
Fissure is destroy target creature or land, I believe, for 3 and 2 reds. And Island of Whack Whack, Ring of Renewal, pay 2 tap to discard a card at random from your hand to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
A card from Fallen Empire, which I don't think sees enough play, which is really cool to see in this deck pick. So I wonder if we're going to see any action from that.
You can always rely on these formats for that kind of thing. So
yeah,
I find, like, with these mirrors, it's interesting because a lot of times so unfortunately in quote unquote burn mirrors, it comes down to, again, who curved better and who got the right damage. But there is a minor amount of like knowing when to use the cards. There's just that matters a bit less, I find, in the mirror. You kind of just, if you're ahead, it's hard to, like, lose that lead, So
yeah,
it is a bit of an unfortunate thing, I find, for this kind of mirror, but it doesn't take away from the deck in general, I feel like. So
yeah,
I wouldn't judge the deck based on its mirror match.
I wonder, are both players, like, are they using the promo card? The one we had, that card that's...
Nalathni Dragon?
Yeah.
Which is basically a Dragon Whelp. It costs 3 for... 3 mana for something, but... And it has Fire Breathing, so 1 red to give it +1/+0, and then if you spend more than 3, it dies.
Yeah.
But it is a promo card. I think they're both using it. I would imagine, we only have one deck picture, so I would imagine they're both playing the exact same list.
I'm wondering what the discussion was and how they got to a mirror match. Like, they just decide to have like.
Well, Max is like an in-house, almost exclusively mono red or like burn kind of player. So I wonder if it started with him or.
Well, interesting. So we're seeing a Ivory Tower, missing a land drop.
Because
unless he's just holding his cards for the Ivory Tower and just trying to.
That's it. Yeah, like again, you're in the mirror, so
just try to stay up on the life gain. Not too worried about.
Because see, if you operate under my philosophy of burn, such that it's a combo deck or it leans into the combo family, you can afford to do nothing for a long time and just gain life. So he doesn't have to play his cards, and he can just gain life, and then he can go 1-2 punch near the end.
Yeah,
do that a couple of times, and that's good enough to win games.
I mean, even just not using the strip mine, I think was a good idea because there's probably going to be a Maze of Ith. There's probably going to be a land that you're going to want to target with it later.
Mm-hmm. This might actually be a different Max. I might be thinking of the wrong Max.
Well, he bolted the gargoyle, so now both players still at 20. Playing a desert. Fantastic card. Oh, playing a dragon whelp. So Max is coming in with constant threats. Peter was lucky enough to bolt the gargoyle the first time using his chaos
and
orb.
Follow up chaos orb.
Follow up chaos orb. So Peter just,
sit back,
being reactive versus
respond.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah, you can. With straight burn, you can wait to do it all in one turn. You don't have to.
See, I'm wondering now at this point, is he just holding to his cards to get Ivory Tower life gain, or is he not actually trying into lands and not making it? Because there is some cards in this deck that are going to require more than 2 mana.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how this is going to play out. Mana Flare, interesting.
Oh, that's going to help Peter if he wants to cast. If he wants to cast spells.
Yeah, most definitely. Wheel of Fortune.
Interesting. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Get rid of a Fallen Star.
Oh, that Wheel of Fortune actually works out favorably for Max since he was holding a card that is bad in the mirror. And he's got more mana for the Mana Flare.
I think this Wheel of Fortune will probably favor Max a little bit more, honestly. Yes, Peter will gain 3 from his Ivory Tower, but...
Well, he's already played a land, so...
Yeah, so he'll gain 2 at this point.
Oh,
okay. So he has 2 mana. With the control.
Isn't the control cost 3? I don't understand. Oh, do all lands tap for extra mana? So even strip mine?
I believe so. Mana Flare. Whenever a player taps a land... No, I think it's a land.
It produces 1 additional mana of the same type. So okay, he had the mana left over.
Yeah,
he had 1
the
left
colorless over. From the strip mine.
Well, even a red, right?
Yeah.
He could have used both colorless. And oh, a library. Interesting. That's a good card to draw into after Wheel of Fortune.
See, now this is a point to... Do you use the strip mine?
Yeah, I think you use the strip mine.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying this is why I think it was a good idea that he didn't use it earlier, because had he used it now, he would have faced an opponent with an active library.
Yeah. I want to make a player call here based on the... and although game winning, I will say game winning, but based on the behavior of Peter when he was playing the deck, I think he would have used that strip mine if he had more mana in his hand.
Possibly.
I think he would have used the strip mine, and then, but I don't know. We'll never know. But
we'll never know. So there's your.
There's the dragon.
Yeah, and Wall of Fire.
So looking pretty good for Max at the moment, but Ivory Tower. Well, Ivory Tower is not really a card if you feel forced to play all your cards.
Yeah, so he's stripping the library at this point.
Ooh.
Okay, so they both have their dragons out.
Yeah. It's interesting, or it's good to note that the Uthden troll can regenerate in the same vein as a Sedge troll, but it's not so relevant since all of Max's creatures either fly or don't attack, so there won't be any combat tricks. Does Wall of Fire have any attack? And it can buff itself?
Yeah, I think it could buff itself, but it cannot. Yeah, any walls cannot attack.
Yeah, walls can't attack.
Unless you play Animate Wall for some odd reason.
The Singleton format says hello.
Yeah. Okay, so Max got a Rucky in the hand. Interesting.
Iron Claw works. Can it do anything? Can it be the hero we want? No Bloodlust, right, in these decks? To
No.
also kill the egg?
No.
Because the egg can attack, right? If it was given plus whatever.
Well, the egg could attack
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah.
But
Well, it's a 0.
Yeah, it's a 0.
Do you recognize that card on the front of Max's hand?
That's the one we had talked about earlier.
That's Brothers of War.
Brothers of
Fire.
Yeah,
Brothers of Fire.
Shame on you.
Well, I was thinking about the Brothers of War.
Wait.
I was thinking about the Brothers of War,
See yourself out, please.
Well, no disrespect for Urza and Mishra, please.
I forget what the card. I know it's give creature, I think, +2, -2 until end of turn. So
Which one?
the one the card in question.
Oh.
Yeah. Immor.
Oh, yeah, Immolation. Yeah,
Immolation, I
+2,
believe it's
-2.
called,
Yeah.
Maze of Ith. Okay.
It's a bit good, but it's a lot of creatures on Max's side of the board.
Yeah. So unless he's got a board wipe of some sort, like what's the one there? Pyrokinesis?
Pyrokinesis deals
Yeah.
4 damage divided as you choose.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think you can exile a red card to play it. No, that's Pyro.
No,
that's
they're your pyrotechnics.
no Pyrokinesis. Oh, that's That's not Pyrokinesis then, is it?
Too many red cards. We'll get back to you in a moment, folks. We're just looking at some of the cards. I think there's one in Alliance that's
Yeah, but that's Pyrokinesis.
Pyrokinesis.
That's the one where you can remove.
Pyrotechnics, yes. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it costs 5, but the damage can be split.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is basically a fireball for 4.
Yeah.
But better, no? Because, it's not better than fireball, because fireball you can do for 1, for 2, for 3, for 8, for 12.
Yeah.
But this card at 5 is better than fireball.
Yes, at
Because
5.
you can
that's
target,
specific.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can target 4 creatures without having to pay the even number, or yeah.
And one for each additional target.
Yeah. So
Alright, so Max has got an Ivory Tower, so this is going to be
surprisingly not the longest match of the 3 though, despite what the board seems to indicate is going to happen.
Well, I'm suspecting from what I'm seeing currently that Max is just going to
Overrun.
Yeah, overrun. I mean, with the Mana Flare.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets like a Fireball.
It's interesting. Because the troll regenerates, right? So it's not dying. It's not going anywhere unless Peter taps out.
I mean, we also have to consider one of the creatures he has is a 0/4 right now. Can't do anything. And the other creature is a wall.
Yeah.
So he has Brothers of Fire. And
the egg is a 0/4?
Yeah. Or 0/3, sorry. Yeah, it's the 0/3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 0/3.
Yeah. So, not looking like Max has much to do right now. He has a Detonate and Shatter and I think a Mountain in the hand. So I think both players are kind of like in top deck mode. No one's like, because he doesn't want to attack with his Brothers of Fire. He's got the Troll to regenerate. If he attacks with his Dragon, he's got the Maze of Ith.
Yeah.
The other 2 creatures are not really doing much. So it seems, even though with Max's board state, it's kind of a bit of a,
I guess all it really takes is Max finding Strip Mine.
Yeah, Strip Mine.
Or Falling Star. Or Chaos Orb, I guess. Or he just builds a massive board and plays Sword of the Ages, right?
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Because you can make your Nalathni dragon as big as you want. It only dies at the end of the turn. So you make it massive, and then you sacrifice the Sword of the Chosen. Right, you could do that.
Sword of the Aegis.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm so deep in that Weatherlight freaking storyline. Urza and Sword of the Chosen.
Okay. Shattering. I think it could have been.
Oh, okay. Well, that revealing to us that Wheel of Fortune explains the shatter on.
Yeah.
Because now it's like you don't want your opponent to have 7 cards and the Ivory Tower. So it's pretty good. Though why not use the Detonate to deal damage, right? He could have, right? Doesn't Detonate destroy an artifact and then deal damage?
But maybe he felt.
It's the same. It's the same mana. It's 2 mana to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think
it's cost of the artifact, I believe.
Just a missed damage there. Oh, Falling Star for the Falling Star does kill Mazavith, right? It's like a Chaos Star, Falling Star.
Falling Star, no, but it does damage.
Oh, it does damage. It doesn't just destroy things.
No, it doesn't. It's not. This
Okay,
is 3
so
damage, I believe. To. Yeah, like there was always this big debate, like how do you lay out certain creatures if you're using Falling Star versus
Yeah. Oh wow, okay, Jesus, he's got Strip Mine and Icy. So Icy for
and
the
Shivan.
Yeah, so Icy for the Troll, Strip Mine for the Maze, Shivan for the Wind. Just gonna look at that poster again, the picture again.
Shivan doing some making some great appearances in these past couple of videos makes me happy. So he's gonna pass the turn.
Yeah, so if Max's board goes undisturbed for one more turn for this turn cycle, and he gets to untap with the Strip Mine and the Icy, I think it explains the shorter video.
Yeah,
length.
yeah, for sure, 100%. Peter looking for some answers. I mean, now he's got to really respect the board state. He's got to put his okay. He's got a blocker, at least for a turn.
Doesn't fly though, unfortunately. So
yeah. Oh, it creates a 4/4 flyer.
Yeah, but like it can't block
Yeah.
the Shivan and it can't block the Shivan and it can't block the Nalathni. Sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately, but you know, if you Jesus, Icy, Strip Mine, Falling Star.
No, yeah, that was a really strong Wheel of Fortune.
Like, talk about like just drawing to like
Yeah.
an amazing hand.
It's a thing you can do. Like I was gonna say, he might just want to kill his own egg to get the 4/4, but you know when your opponent's swinging in with a 5/5 Shivan, that
it makes you feel bad. He decided not to, and go through his Brothers of Fire.
Okay, which is fine. Like, you don't need to. Yeah, okay. Because it would seem a little bit underwhelming to just make a 4/4. Or no, what just happened?
Oh, I think because of the chain lightning.
Oh, so he paid it.
He paid the 2 red, and then in response, yes, okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, okay, now I understand what was going on.
So Strip Mine for the Maze. Easy.
Okay, so I see what he did. He targeted his own...
Yeah, he targeted his own creature, and then
that creature's...
Well, no, because
controller
was him. So
then he went after the
Brother of Fire. So he copied his own chain lightning.
Okay.
AC taps the 4/4, and I think he just
wins at this point. Like,
I think he just punched with everything, and there's no need to even buff the Nalathni because you can just put it all into Shivan. So 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 13. It's an attack for like 16. Yeah, Peter.
Yeah. Realizing that's game at that point.
So interesting because it looked like a big standstill for a long time, but the Wheel of Fortune, the first Wheel of Fortune done by Peter. Did I make a comment about it? If it was questionable. I don't remember if there was an issue, if I had an issue with the first Wheel of Fortune. But either way, the game looked like it was pretty, like,
yeah, there was not much,
standstilly, even though Max's board was more impressive, I suppose. But then the Wheel of Fortune that Max used was...
Oh my god, completely changed.
Was just, it was earth-shattering. So, no Earthquake in the deck, but earth-shattering plays.
Earth-shattering, and you had the Icy, you had the Strip Mine, you had the Shivan. I mean, right there, it's like, yeah, you're happy with the result of that.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in the first match that the only, like, you know, other than Maze of Ith, like, you have, like, Sam had Plow to deal with the Shivan, but in the red matchup, there's no Plow.
Yeah,
you really,
no balance.
Yeah,
there's no whites. There's no. Jesus, it sounds there's no whites.
Well, there's two on screen. So.
Jesus. I wonder if Power Surge will do any damage. It's a card I kind of tinkered with back in the day.
I think Power Surge and Gauntlet of Might are the kind of cards you want to have in your hand when you cast Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
In this matchup.
I think the only card I don't really like... I like seeing, but just not in this deck in particular, is Aladdin's Ring. It's just a bit too much, I find. Cost.
Was it deal 8 damage or something?
I think it's pay 8. And it deals...
4 damage.
4 damage, I believe.
So it costs 8, and you have to pay 8 to deal 4 damage.
Yeah, it's just completely ridiculous.
Well, you're playing Mana Flare, so it's 4 mana. It's really just 4 mana.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to disagree with you. I'm just trying to find reasons.
Rod of Ruin would have been a better choice.
Yeah. Maybe in 3 or 4 or 5 months, they're going to revisit this format.
Maybe. Alright, Library being played, Mountain being played.
Library has to be especially good in this format, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean...
Like, I can see... How many points is it?
3.
That almost sounded like a PTSD answer. That was so fast. So fast and so sure of how many points it was. Have you experienced a few games of Library in this format?
No, I'm just very knowledgeable. I'm up to date. I'm very well aware of that.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
You should.
It's a good political answer. So we had a miscount of mana cost, perhaps?
Yes, looks like.
Which is especially unfortunate because if you kept your hand off the basis that you were going to play this card on turn 2, and then you couldn't because of the mana cost, so you did nothing, and then you did nothing, and then you're doing something on turn 3, meanwhile your opponent's got a library since turn 1.
Yeah.
It's backbreaking.
The odds, it's not looking good for you.
It's backbreaking for sure.
Playing, especially, okay.
Peter's hand gestures are suggesting mental defeat has already crept in. But I hope I'm misreading.
Yeah, you could tell he's just like, what in all that is holy is going on with this
Mana Flare? Because if he still follows up with Mana Flare, it's really good for it. Because now, like, Max can take advantage of the Mana Flare and then just blow it up with the Chaos Orb.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh goodness, yeah.
Oh god, he's got a lot of good cards. Detonate, Falling Star.
So he can he can actually play the baby Shivan, the Dragon Whelp.
The Dragon Whelp.
Okay, See, I don't think I would have opted to. Yeah, I don't think I would have opted to draw there, because I think you can play the Dragon Whelp. You can destroy the Mana Flare. Oh no, you cannot. If you destroy the Mana Flare, you cannot hold up the what's it called? The card that destroys artifacts, because he's got it in his hand, right? So he could have destroyed the factory when it swings the following turn. But in fact, oh no, he can't. Detonate costs 1 red. Yeah. So even with the Mana Flare dead, he would have had 1 red floating, like 1 red left over, which he could have used to destroy an ambitiously attacking factory.
Yes, that's
so true. I don't know if I would have drawn there. I think like you're pretty far ahead, but it's okay. Like we're talking like how we did like last game, or at least I am, where you're making partial criticisms on plays, but he might end up winning anyway, so what difference does it make, right?
But I think Detonate, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's a sorcery. So I don't think it's going to be ideal.
It is a sorcery?
I believe it is.
I guess it would be too strong, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then...
Yeah, see, sorcery, yeah.
Okay, so then the only correct play was drawing them. We still managed to hold up a land for the Chaos Orb, though. Because he didn't use the Chaos Orb. He's letting Peter on tap with Mana Flare. I don't know if you would you do that? Would you let Peter on tap with Mana Flare?
Being in the board state that I'm at, probably not.
Oh, but maybe I guess he feels like whatever Peter decides to play with the extra mana, he'll Chaos Orb that. Maybe, you know, like
possibly. Maybe he wants to get that one extra turn in.
Yeah.
To maybe use. He might maybe use. Fisher, okay. Destroy. Going after his library, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But now he's just gonna like dump his hand essentially at that point. Land drop. I'm suspecting he's gonna. Oh, Mazavith.
Yes, yeah, I think I hold Mazavith for as long as possible.
Yeah, I would hold that until I see my opponent, drop a threat, and then be like, well, here I have Maze. Especially knowing the mirror match, there's no like Mind Twist, hymns, etc.
Yeah, safe to play. I was gonna say safe to play the Dragon Whelp, and you can even attack with the Lathni and pump it once for 2. Like get
some
and
damage
then,
in.
Yeah, and you still hold the Chaos Orb. Now again, if you want to, well, no, you don't want to pump the dragon for 3 because then it'll die. So. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the wall does anything, so I'd be happier to just...
Maybe it's because there's a factory on the board, so he doesn't want to take the damage where he doesn't have to.
It's possible, but I like putting the... Like, now that I'm in this state, in this mirror, I want to start getting my damage in, and...
So...
Oh, the...
He tapped the desert. I'm suspecting...
Yeah, the desert deals a damage to an attacking creature, right?
Yeah, but the toughness is not 1?
Yeah.
Is there something?
It is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so... Island of Wak-Wak. Okay. Okay, so it's looking a little better for Peter. He's got some... he's starting to get some answers on the board, some threats.
Yeah. It's just considering that you can't dump all your mana into the dragons you had in play. I don't know why we're keeping the Mana Flare alive.
Okay. Getting rid of the Island of Wak-Wak.
Yeah. It's interesting. I am a little bit. I do like it though. Like as much as I'm naturally skeptical, but I'm interested. I like how the Chaos Orb discipline is on display in this game because like maybe the Mana Flare literally is irrelevant. Maybe I'm playing Mana Flare, so if you want to play it and I'm in a leading position, I'm happy to see your Mana Flare. So yeah, let it be.
Especially he's holding a mirror universe in like his hand for 6 mana, so he's like, perfect.
Just if one of them drops like the Shivan before the other, well, again, like he's hiding behind the Chaos Orb, so Chaos Orb kills whatever big thing Peter.
Yeah, he's got Chaos Orb, he's got Mirror Universe, he's got Mazavith.
So it's interesting.
Ring of Renewal.
So maybe we care more about Mana Flare if we are not playing it ourselves. But if we're playing it ourselves, then why would he want to get rid of it? Could be the thing that's going through his head. So not bad. Okay, that's
Jesus, Max is absolutely dominating top decking mode here. Unreal. So using the Ring of Renewal, discarding a card from his hand to draw 2 cards, discarding a mountain. Looks like an Orcish Artillery with a mountain.
Yeah, so the gamble, if ever keeping Mana Flare alive was a gamble, under that premise, the gamble paid off for Max tremendously in this matchup.
Yeah.
Was that a little bit of a table slam there? but like this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the matchup was like in the mirror, one guy is just gonna do like you're doing the same thing, but one of you is gonna draw better. Not to say that it only comes down to drawing better, just that in the mirror it's more of a factor than in other matchups. Yeah. So like
especially a mirror, then a Singleton.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, if there is in fact any frustration coming out of Peter, it's because he's playing the same deck and his is just not doing the same thing that Max is doing.
Yeah.
But like you're playing the same, you know what I mean? So it is a bit of a frustrating thing. Like I'll actually personally refrain from bringing a burn deck to a tournament even though I love burn, because I just don't want to put myself in the mental situation where I gotta lose to the mirror because, well, like, we're equally matched, but they just drew the better cards and I didn't. Like, I don't want to be in that position. With burn specifically.
So he's swinging with the Dragon Whelp, I believe.
Yeah, and then looks like next turn is just a game over. Well, this thing doesn't block flyers, right? This just...
No, it does 2 damage to target creature or player, and then 3 damage to you.
That's the Iron Claw? No, that's the Orcish Artillery.
Yeah. So he's gonna bolt the egg.
Oh, so that will kill the whelp.
I mean, he can block with the 4/4 token creature, and then use the desert to deal the 5th damage to the ship.
Yeah, but the Chaos Orb will just kill the...
Yeah.
Like, you just Chaos Orb, but then you swing for lethal, right?
Yeah, okay, depending on how Max does his plays, but... And let's say if we take Chaos Orb out of that situation, that's one way you could, like, remove the Shivan.
Yeah, and he's got Earthquake, too, so...
Yeah, okay, that's GG's.
That's Mega Death.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it's the mirror. It's what I'm pretty sure. I feel like exactly what I said is exactly what we saw.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the mirror, one guy drew exceptionally better.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything to talk about in match 1 about the first Wheel of Fortune that happened, like I was saying. I don't know. But,
no, but the second
one was...
Yeah, Max is
was notable. Yeah.
It's like... If I was in his position, I'd just have a smile from ear to ear.
Yeah,
just be
yeah.
like, all right.
Because no one ever knows what's going to happen when that Wheel of Fortune comes down on either side of the table. So
yeah, exactly.
When you draw your first card and you're like, good. Second card, good. Third, fourth, fifth, good. You're like
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
You almost start to not care anymore what your opponent's drawing because you're just like, well, mine has to be better than his. This is or hers. So this is too strong.
Yeah. So I mean, great matchups. Shivan.
Yeah, a lot of red. Yeah, Shivan being the all-star, I think.
Sure. I think just for this monthly for Singleton, Shivan is absolutely dominating, and
I think we're going to see another red deck in the finals. Obviously, I believe.
Probably. Would not be surprised.
We'll see if it comes down to Shivan again. I mean, Shivan and Wheel of Fortune have been standout cards. I'm surprised the Wheel is 1 point. I'm surprised.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.